In this video, I'm going to walk you through a comparison between the iPhone 16 Pro, which came out this year, and the iPhone 12 Pro from a few years back. Now, even though the 12 Pro isn't the newest model, it's still a solid pick if you're looking for a good balance of quality, features, and performance. So let's check out the main differences and see if it's worth upgrading from the 12 Pro to the 16 Pro, or if both models might just work for what you need. Let's kick off with the materials and build quality. The 16 Pro has this new titanium frame and a matte glass back, while the 12 Pro is built with stainless steel and also has a matte glass back. Design-wise, they're not drastically different, the curves and lines are similar. But if you look closely, you'll notice the cameras on the iPhone 16 Pro are quite a bit larger, almost double the size of those on the 12 Pro. There's also a change with the buttons. The 16 Pro has this new action button, which you can set up to do things like open a specific app or trigger a function as a shortcut. The 12 Pro, on the other hand, has the usual ring silent switch, still reliable but without the option for customization. And on the 16 Pro, there's a new camera control button. It's a nice extra, but honestly, I don't find it essential. Furthermore, the new iPhone has Dynamic Island, while the 12 Pro has the older style notch that takes up a bit more screen space. This doesn't make a difference for security or the quality of unlocking, but Dynamic Island gives you smoother animations and system integration, which makes using it feel a little more polished and fun. Both models are pretty similar in weight, with the iPhone 16 Pro being about 10 grams heavier. This is probably because the display is slightly larger, 6.3 inches compared to the classic 6.1 inches on the 12 Pro. The difference is small, but it does make daily use a bit more comfortable, with a better reading experience and a more immersive view overall. Both displays still have fantastic quality, with vibrant colors and great contrast. But here's a key difference: the refresh rate. The iPhone 12 Pro has a 60 Hz display, while the 16 Pro steps it up to 120 Hz. Now, I think the 60 Hz still looks great. It's solid enough that Apple still uses it on other models, but once you experience the smoothness of 120 Hz, going back can feel like you're losing a bit of speed. Still, you get used to it pretty quickly, and it becomes normal again. Where the 16 Pro really shines, though, is in brightness. It reaches up to 2000 nits, compared to the 1200 nits on the 12 Pro. Indoors, you might not notice a huge difference, but outside on a sunny day, that brightness boost on the 16 Pro makes a world of difference, giving you way better visibility for reading, watching videos, or even just taking photos in direct sunlight. Another interesting thing is the updates both models have received over the years, especially boosting performance. The older iPhone 12 Pro has the A14 Bionic chip with 6 GB of RAM, while the new 16 Pro packs in the A18 Pro an 8 GB of RAM. This latest chip is really impressive, especially with demanding tasks like editing, handling the cameras, or keeping everything running smoothly even when you've got a bunch of apps open. So with the 16 Pro, you're definitely getting Apple's top performance and technology. But the iPhone 12 Pro still performs well for daily use. It even got the iOS 18 update, bringing new app features, more customization for the home screen, updated widgets, and an improved control center. Everything runs smoothly and integrates well, so the 12 Pro doesn't feel outdated or obsolete at all. If you look at benchmark tests, the 16 Pro clearly shows off its extra power compared to the 12 Pro, mostly because Apple redesigned it this year to support new AI functions. These AI features will roll out over time, depending on your region. But unfortunately, the 12 Pro won't get these updates due to its older hardware. So if you're excited about Apple Intelligence features, upgrading to the new iPhone is pretty much the only way to stay up to date. For everyday tasks like phone calls, web browsing, social media, and messaging, there aren't any major differences between these two models. If you were to use the 12 Pro as your main device, you'd still have everything you need for a good experience with all the common apps. Even with gaming, the 12 Pro can keep up pretty well. It still handles fairly demanding games, so you can enjoy most titles available on the App Store. Where the 16 Pro steps it up is with slightly faster load times, better heat management thanks to its new structure that helps keep temperatures optimal, and improved battery performance, which we'll get into soon. Plus, the 16 Pro lets you play high-performance, top-tier games that can really push the limits, almost turning your phone into a mini console. Keep in mind though that some of these higher end games are not compatible with older models and therefore not available on the 12 Pro. Now the biggest difference shows up with the cameras. There have been some major upgrades in recent years, and with the iPhone 16 Pro, you're getting the best Apple currently has to offer for photos and videos. Both models have 3 cameras, but on the 16 Pro, the wide and ultra-wide lenses are 48 megapixels compared to the 12 megapixels on the 12 Pro. The telephoto lens is still 12 megapixels on both models. Even so, the 12 Pro can still take great photos, especially in well-lit environments, with solid contrast between dark and light areas and nice color accuracy. That said, the 16 Pro really takes it up a notch. Thanks to the larger sensors and the processing power of the latest chip, the 16 Pro captures way more detail in photos, day or night. You'll notice sharper details and richer textures, so the quality jump here is definitely noticeable. Now with the 16 Pro, you get optical zoom up to 5x, extending digitally to 25x, while the 12 Pro tops out at 2x optical and 10x digital zoom. This means clearer quality on both close-ups and distant shots with the 16 Pro. Another cool feature is the macro mode on the 16 Pro, which lets you capture stunning close-up photos, something the 12 Pro doesn't offer. Plus, there are a few advanced features missing from the 12 Pro, like cinematic mode, spatial mode for Apple Vision Pro, or the option to shoot in 4K at 120 FPS. And I have to mention the new photo filters on the 16 Pro. I really like them. They're high quality and give your photos a semi-professional touch with customizable styles. Battery-wise, the improvements are definitely noticeable. The 16 Pro has better battery life thanks to the new processor's optimized energy management. It keeps energy use balanced across different processes and display handling, so you can make it through a full day even with heavy usage without too many issues. The 12 Pro, on the other hand, struggles more under heavy use. I usually need to charge it by late afternoon, and if I'm using the cameras a lot, the battery drops even faster. So as you've seen, the iPhone 16 Pro is packed with the latest and greatest, giving you access to all the most advanced features. Apple Intelligence, when it rolls out, improved cameras, a bigger and brighter display, and top-notch performance. The 12 Pro still holds up as a fantastic daily driver with all the essentials, but it lacks that extra touch of pro-level performance the newest model offers. And that's all for today. If you enjoyed the video, feel free to hit that like button and subscribe for more tech updates. See you in the next one.